This is Boadu TV. Truth and integrity.
Boadu TV sunie yama mu nyina kwaba. Se wo first time a wo hwa e bia na won subscribe ye na wa subscribe ama channel no na fe wa like video no wo comment ehunhia na wo ja comment atum wi na fe wa share na fe ye koye nim yada se onim Kwaku Annan brantie wi na no ye dwuma de ma Kennedy Japan wo na 2 na ne o hosti Kennedy say ya ensem bibiri na nsem pie na o yasem pie na efiahwa yes uja na 2 no onenemo ko pie mu o CTV na sisi ase na obo NPP for echi no jai o se Chairman Wontumi ena ma Bawumia lusu wo Asante mantem o se Chairman Wontumi ena odi Bawumia bro eni ntina Bawumia eni pentimi anbotwi ankoto abama no wo Ashanti region na se de nti no kanisa or the evidence based nyoma aba ene Ashanti Regional Coordinating Council say na say why say ama wone di Bawumia ho dance unse no mo yesho bi di Bawumia dance on former host edema show no so di nkomo ensem hey Kwaku Annan no
how candidates Bawumia's campaign in Ashanti region capital Kumasi took a nosedive courtesy Wontumi. How did Wontumi shut down Bawumia's campaign in Ashanti region? The investigative piece ni be yinepie hupao say Bawumia created my friend saying Wontumi created a program on that network and assured the campaign team of Bawumia said this is what he's using his television to do, and it ended up saying no, he had a whole different agenda altogether. A DNA leader yet to say Bawumia's campaign on launch here no we shut it down Bawumia's campaign through Bawumia's loyalists and a man who took lead at the time when the campaign of Bawumia has not yet officially launched. And what happened? And so, under what circumstances the lead here to say NPP, one more headquarters in Ashanti region, lost considerably bad. Roll Ben Wontumi, a player, tonight, brace yourself for this. 2, our investigation also captures the former Deputy Foreign Affairs Minister Kwaku Annan Sapon also took 3,000 United States dollars from the host of that show, who was meant to take the leadership role of Bawumia's campaign. Says he cannot then 3,000 to know who said no. And if you to was or more Bawumia campaign, no. And one said they were bent on just taking. I mean, what was it for? I mean, who be that? Things are scary. But the investigation will just speak for itself. Brace yourself. I don't want to talk much. Not ready about tonight. Folks, my mama 1-2 message Yemra. John Kane also hi Kwaku updates on Sagleme House project. Sagleme House, you know, John Kane, Makame say Yentonye. What I do know is Yentonye. And now that's His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Abane definitely me assure say one better one more ever continue the Sagleme project because you know Ghana we are suffering from a housing deficit, you know, and yadia one more beton. Now I on also listening to you from heaven. Yeah, I on where which part of heaven? The first, second, third heaven or the seventh heaven? Okay, Mashoud Abdul Mutalib or say good job. A wise man Boadu or say why are you not talking about the Obuasi incident? Boadu, it looks like you are joining this show today. On Monday, I spoke about this Obuasi issue. Were you part of the show? And one thing I said, me catch on is that this is a magazine show. I cannot be talking up. You see, one thing you should know: this platform cannot be seen or to be like that of all the media houses and said, "Oh my God, no. This is an investigative magazine." Underline the operative word, magazine. Yabobono 111. Okay. On Monday, I spoke about this Obuasi issue, and again, on Monday, I made reference to that of why I think this Obuasi incident, we condemned the Obuasi youth. Then again, we also condemned the military. I again stated I may blame the two elements. However, not much, but rather my blame goes largely on governments we've had under the 4th Republican Constitution or Republican administration. Yes, woman me blame you because say under the 4th Republican, I'm a president say how to give a roadmap for the foreign companies who come here to do business. And then I gave you a history about how a former head of state, Ignatius Kutu-Echampo, General Ignatius Kutu-Echampo, what he did to the foreign companies in this country, and which under the 4th Republican President none of them, from Kufuor, from Rawlings, 4th Republican Constitution governments in America, from Rawlings, Kufuor, Atta Mills, John Mahama first, Okoye, Akufo-Addo, and Mahama back. 6 presidents that we've had under the 4th Republican Constitution. Waiting to take it that step. Na baako ono ne de no kra de eye west kra no ache say na eno kra de na mintia say eye former President Kufuor, who laid a red carpet for a company like Newmont. Newmont is a foreign company, and he laid into Upe Boasin Semni Bietia, and you the issue of Boason hear me because it's sometimes rubbish for me to talk about it in the sense that how many days, how many weeks, months that the media in Ghana will talk about such incident. Here we are. What is next? Listen, we need more options than dramatics. Did you hear me that? We need more options than dramatics. The drama is too much. When you wake up in the morning, all the media houses in Ghana are talking about Obuasi. Come on, rubbish and absolutely silly. I'm not interested in that. Here we are. At the end of the aren't we in this country? Incident upon incident. Newmont as some making. How many times the people of Brim North, the people of Brim South, the people of Ahafo have not complained about Newmont? Because say governments and governments go and come. What have they done? We are talking about Boasi today. Come on, I get irritated. No. Your former President Kufuor laid the red carpet for Newmont for M1 castle before Jubilee House. President Kufuor was at the castle there. All right. Newmont for Nancy red carpet. And the west part of it is this. Newmonts were given tax exemption over all their hardwares, caterpillars, their trucks, and all kinds of payload. They were not paying any tax in this country. As of now, Parliament was forced to enact a law for Newmont. Go and find out. Sometimes it's so annoying and so I get angry. Too much. President Kufuor and Timmy and say, "Seven previous name mine Ahafo any blame for Womusomu nipa. Etimumi nyoma ebetimi aboa." But oftentimes domo dwene ye womo amanyoko no omwo ni say yentia Akufo-Addo nso baya hwe or the Ghana gold e dey call offense Ejapa royalties e wo himfa London Jesse or they call Jesse ho no mo dey call. Guess what? The small gold the proceeds from all the mining companies and ye dey call ekosi awa e wo Jesse. I don't have time today for that thing. But the kind of make okay? Yet the Japan intino Sheso Mampeni Akufo-Addo in his wildest and his wisest mind, what did he do? He created a Japan royalties. Guess what is in it? Mampeni Akufo-Addo made sure say royalties they call Jesse and that in the name of that special purpose vehicle called a Japano. guess what was going to happen? The process no yebenyano Oman Penny Akufo-Addo ni nuanom meant to take the greater percentage for themselves, about 2% out of the whole total percentage. No, woman you the greater percentage. No, not the rest of the 1%. No, government of Ghana and Obeba consolidated fund. How wicked can they be? These are how wicked can your leadership be? Huh? Me say, how come? How wicked can your leaders be? Don't mama munyam say they be obi nko sua de no meka nche. All of us, let's learn. Mummy enya ye sua de. What it? Japan royalties. Mummy say once Gabia Sorochidako law firm was made to be a consultant to a Japan project. A Japan project. Munkobi say Gabi say, how much did the company on you when you 2 million Ghana cedis or the other 2 million Ghana cedis or more? Gabi Asrochidako's law firm. Ne law consultancy or year with Japan Hunkwa. Bisa say Gabi, how much in about Gabi? 2 million was disclosed, the rest undisclosed. This is how your leaders sometimes can be so wicked and so mean. Some of them, and I'm the should be shot by sight without trial and get pissed off. And more than it. All right, Simon Golden who is a Japan royalties. They call Jesse Ghana penny for Akufo-Addo ne dom pre wo mu die wo na Ghana on mine emu nipa no a se nyamfa so ye benya 1%. Over more than 2% was coming to Akufo-Addo and any family member. No much edi. When we say Japan omo ko na anya adwuma. And guess what? A Japan omo de ko na kra no. Na nya original na nya din omo de ko no. Na nya din omo de ko no. This I say from asase eba ne se na ebe dan e Japan. The original name for that gold transaction was Asase. Bisahu, what happened? And Asase metamorphosed into what? Ejapa. It's a story for another day. Do not make it say no. That's one debilitating effect. One kind of sick. We are sick. It's about our inability, Ghanaians, to learn. Go and learn. And go and research. We are not about internet, but let's all go and learn. I'm not a repository of all knowledge, but you know what? Your leaders and on Monday na make maybe who what's your name? I'm so one join issue no. And America said now that's a beer. President John Dramani Mahama what be an obesa equation. I hope so, because it doesn't make sense to me. Some leaders who have come and gone, soldier for. Like why General Ignatius Kutu Echampo did something beautiful for this country. No leader in this country, and I challenge all of you. I challenge under the 4th Republican Constitution, all the government. At least I can be really, really proud of John Dramani Mahama, who said on his campaign platform, say yes, he apparently envy some of the policies of Kutu Echampo. Therefore, he's going to do that as far as agriculture is concerned. Now, you know what? Agriculture is the epicenter of the economy. It's the umbilical cord. It's the bedrock. So, if you're a government and you fail to ensure that agriculture has taken right footing, then you are sick. Oh, yeah? So, Kutu Echampo, when you Ghana, bro, right from when he took over the reins of government through the military coup in 1972 from Buzia. No Buzia, by Buzia was Dr. Professor Buzia. Akufo-Addo Papa Way was the ceremonial president Edward Akufu. Bisa said then omiyama Ghana. Dinkwa siasam sa omuye no mde Ghana eko IMF. So Jenny Kutu Echampo pen obeya wanwade. Oba na Ghana, our debt against our debt portfolio was unprecedented. Guess what he did? He came and repudiated how much? $94.4 million. Okay, and guess what the Bretton Woods institution did to Ghana? After Kutu Echampo, regardless of say, then so oyebi my Ghana a remarkable history. Sa 94 no or repudiating or however Ghana so no Kutu Echampo in give up. The Bretton Woods institutions cancels Ghana's trade credit. All right, at that time, Mumbisa, Venezuela, Buzia, and Akufo-Addo Papa, they have sent Ghana to IMF. And Ghana's currency has been reduced to about 43%. On the back of this, there was what IMF gave it to the government of Bawumia. He moved Ghana to the IMF. His government became one of a government. Ghana experienced what? Please, Jai. Are you serious, eh? One of the largest public sector retrenchments under Bawumia. One of the largest public sector retrenchment. People were dismissed. Ono Bawumia first said the only way I know bit me a shuffle Ghana's economy was to introduce what he called the Aliens Compliance Order. Do you recall that? The Aliens Compliance Order. Do you know how many people who were sent, immigrants, were pushed away from this country? Forgotten said no, immigrants are also part of the building of the economy. Because at that time, many of these immigrants, like the Nigerians, the Togolese, the Bok, because he thought that no, Bawumia thought that one of the failures of Bawumia was because the Aliens Compliance Order was going to shuffle the Ghanaian economy, and so Ghanaians will get access to all the retail businesses and the miniature job. And go see here, Kutue Champon, Shadi Oye, and then the Ayan to Koya under the Fourth Republic, your governments could allow foreigners to land here and have access to our mineral deposit anyhow they want, both take off and landing. And then follow like what some foreign companies are doing in Dr. Congo. Go to Congo and find out what is going on. Congo controls one of the enviable, what? May say one of the enviable global mineral deposit or mineral resource, like what? Cobalt. And the foreign powers have all the time make sure say Congo rebels here, government forces here crash. No more clash keke. Because ebasa eno na mo munya kwanye den ewia mineral resources ndeko. And this is what your presidents in Africa yenka ye kroma sa na mo ye. When these mining companies come out, your presidents, they enjoy more than you and I. In America, go and check the history behind the Asase royalties metamorphosed into what? A Japade. How much Akufo-Addo would have given to Ghana? Another day, with the full dossier and Beba, Kufuor gave Newmont red carpets and gave them debt saying tax exemptions. And then Newmont for no mugu Brim one. So the people of Brim, ATMia, they know what I'm talking about. You chop and Nobayet is a banship. And Nobayet is a body. Maintain, any tomatoes. Just say, in Habanya, you 2 million for ye die. Contombreni ade, ye training egu. And above for one of Ghana's enviable products are, and who makes us ranked the second exporter of what? Cocoa. And that's saying, before Kufuor will leave, about almost close to about 10%, if no more, of cocoa have been destroyed. And do you still claim, say, yeah, you are the second largest exporter of what? Cocoa. Go, China. Down 4 years down the line, China is about to export cocoa. China about to export cocoa. That is how sick your leaders are. That's how sick, how stupid your leaders, some of them, how stupid they are. I get pissed off. All right? China sooner rather later will be exporting their cocoa to Australia. Now what ha? Tete kwashi kofa cocoa every se Fernando Po whatever they ko buy no. We wuko nebusuafo te ha. Faso bi ama so. Enche mu ba bewura ade be mu February. Ni yankwa siade bi ede te Ghana. Yenya awura February mu a ni ye na ene ni ahyehyɛ red ni enam. Meanwhile, yes, ye celebrate no. U chocolate bar. Untimi into chocolate bar. And come out girlfriend and say, no man for above my trade. Chocolate bar. Yeah, can't you see we are sick? We need a complete overhauling of a system. But Kutue Champon more Ghana, bro. He only went into the archives. If you didn't join me on Monday, archives him. The first president of this republic, Osagyefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, had written a blueprint. And that blueprint was written by Osagyefo's ally called Kwaku Annan. And that document was in the shelves. Kutue Champon went for it. And then he made a decree in 1976. And that decree was that all foreign companies in this country move to your mineral, gold, diamond, bauxite, timber rose roofs under Akufo-Addo. Go and find out how many rose roofs that were transported to China. Please, let me stop this. Do you know rose roofs? All Ghana kwaya dia rose roofs nina you transported under the leadership of your government so mabako di Ghana bro me was so mu okroma ma me fenzi Charlie kwani mama cohesion abana say the foreigners are taking us for granted. Yeah, they are taking, or say the youth, let us gather ourselves to show our politicians we are not what? We are not fools. Abena, I tend to agree with you. And the nye meba betra meka oboase asem e meka kra nkosi hwe. Ajo say good evening Kwaku and everyone watching you live from Atlanta, Georgia. Hey, sweethearts. John King or say they will never leave to enjoy the loot. Fools, thieves. Abena say we must take our lands from foreigners. Malawi's president sees foreign companies doing mining on their $309 billion. Simahu. Amayama bi womunyimi zao. Yepe eni yadwini nya adwuma. Your leadership go. Sorry, NPP, NDC, youth, wake up, go and change your government. And yet, foreigners, you know, who now they're foreigner or right so beko. You see, ebini galamsi asema yeke. Si akoni ya kwa chichi Chinese if only beha Chinese one. It's sickening, and I get so sick out of this. How did the Chinese get here? Chinese if only sorry, and now bet me mining ewo China. When the Chesa will lead us a more effort, we might dreaming ye juma. The more the gun and to atopre. Bismarck JC also good evening Kwaku, watching you live from Belgium for what to say Valerie and so quick please teach him. I am sure he wasn't listening or watching you live from he wasn't watching you live from where Douglasville, Georgia. Hey, Valerie, sweetheart, I want to say I on or say listening to you from heaven and I won't yes folks my yamra me yeduma inti Ghana and Semni Buoma the air yan say mineral say go she say ye ba beko ye ba betwabe she kwanya Akufo-Addo nankasa or subjected Ghana's forest and water bodies too Asɛm papa Ghana's forest reserves and water bodies she the Akufo-Addo ye ke biara say Kwaku-Addo declare state of emergency or say menya no now the yanka say yes say quiet no yes say quiet now we say all the foreign companies they have intelligence report on how I handle no mobile person Obuasi how many years you need to go now Obuasi is hanging like this Obuasi is in the hanging balance aka sooner rather later now benya breaking news bam Obuasi AKV insane and one politics of today begins with how we protect afimi di mura maybe you be so actual say the yabodam we kodro. Politics of today begins with how we protect some nations' edifice such as this either in good standing or bad standing maybe yatro hwekonya asomanyo yanka say yetumi sisa sika odosopo ne de kosi oman japade bi say ye wia instance betimi develop the first saying the what's the phrase crap maintenance culture I be protected say ade we ye de oman sika me ene wo ye tax ne de sie nyansa kakra beba me ministry kwa ade ne show mo nsa no ebe maintain that maintenance culture eni so ye betimi jesi ho a third world country sabe ye bom mo science ye didi ye stress sansan ye didi we don't care ye sinesi wirem Kwame Nkrumah be see silos is your silos near the other as if say Ghana has finished exporting cocoa meanwhile silos ni dwuma be di no e mo dwene mpanimfo no e mo fa abodanfo fa silos ni na yewira won say na John Kini bi say sagleme meanwhile Ghana is suffering from what housing deficit and Sukutu a champion we need Ghana abroad a military general. Guess what? Dansoman remains one of the, not one, it is the biggest estate still on the record, unsurpassed. Alright? The biggest estate in the whole of West Africa. Manka Ghana, the whole of West Africa, the biggest estate, DC, Dansoman, Saote Huanamoa, salute. Hooray. Why is here? Kutue champion, housing deficit, Kutue champion. Greater Estate, Teshi Estate, Nina Kutu Champon. All right, Joulu. A day I was Joulu now until recent ACCB Kutu Champon. East Legon Kutu Champon, North Legon Kutu Champon. Ediabium. And another fourth Republican, no, check all the governments no mabana. A debut on BCBA and check. When we see ya politicians now for AU village, one of them tour. Absolutely madness, silly people. AU village, because I Ghana for one minute to all politicians nafa and what your politicians are sitting there. No, we have a catch them say, you shut down as you to politicians are father in nafa. As Yasembi, we are about catch and say Ghana, we be see affordable house. Saglemedan is one, Saglemedan. Anna John Mahama breast when you see sad they go, and then actually being your pemile in a goom. Achiribin, in Chiribin, in Chiribin, Nimpemile, in Crantium Kusia, and a goom. Who's on penny for a bottom? Sikasa normally over $200 million.
I'm not sure if you feel we are. It's so Fiacacassi. Yatina, air conditions, a woman, baby, buffer, war, sink, a war, Dobrisio, be a say. And be everything, be a say. Oh, my name is Kaka. Nay, I'm bringing up a patch of side of the Bobo. Yababuni. Some penny the cook Masia. Sika or set a minus say, oh, in this Cacatua. Baby, a man swap for a Tiano. And I saw Betinano, or man in a famoka. It is like yes, then a cadation and Kamatam Sophobia courts in a while, Bribia. And Casasica and Nede, Yabo Chaka, Hunu, Edegunu. I came to me Franco could sit trip a classroom block be, I will crabia Samayama, and then Quadano, and to be in Shadia Maniniana. Yet to me, Yaman and Yesana. Yabatrasia, Madena Bass say. Yan who say you're here for Nelson de Kente. And the Quafu, you subano. Ya who saw here near, only she, Ocosre, and son Wabidi, or Copabisia, and so the near Diana and Irenema, and also the Shenabusia. Now, someone read Diana, the Abeka sent come to me across an idea, Chomodino, and the Anomon one and now, the Mudia, the Becano Mutuagu, son of my Gania Boyabra. It is all with your social Sanemea. I didn't show for your leaders. And for the 8 years, Samantha was sworn for Antiness a few women, baby Otiano, or Manable Hooker. And to say 8 years, and I say for the Sabusumi Bian, poor baby Otiano, yet 1,000 Ghana cities times 24, 12, 8. Debia Busumi Bia, yet 1,000 Ghana, what do you find, 1,000 Ghana cities, and a year regional minister, no, baby Otiano, every month be 1,000 Ghana cities for a year. I have 12,000 Ghana cedis. Sa for 8 years. I mean, say, bro, 10,000 a month. Because the baby or TNS all come out. In terms of 10,000, you travel to be a regional minister Manetinawa times 8 years. I have some ketwa. Yashi says, can you nego? The man penny so 8 years, I be on also or hono. Sa 8 solid years, no. So Kokumasi no koda hotel la sika dudu a yechia edema mampani na pan for call ye no sa for say number of times obekọ sa no ye kan nyina bom for 8 years a eska ketwa enti kame so omani yetimu no. It's about the elected, not the electorate. It's about the elected. Nipa ne yato abayi wo mo no omo anadwu no mo na mo anye wo mo editumi na ye editumi ne mo yeti omo ka no. They don't think about this. So mo dwene ye ho anka we nka ni wo. Eti say no the next Ashanti regional minister no so beba no ono so onya ba bi ntine se ye ko ha dan edema no ye ko ha fie edema no mampani so be kokumase a ono na pamfo be ko no bebi on beda no o man be san fa ho ka biu.
It's quite bizarre, is it not? Very. I mean, to the extent that even President Ukraino, baby, a president bet maybe I will memoir under the fourth Republican, constitution has become debatable, is it not? Yeah. President be baby you debate either so or and now all but you debate as to be on tonight. Let me greet this my guy. Where him from? Kofi Ahmed Damanya. Yeah, Kofi, great one day. It's sad. Show. Let's also take a trip to Chito Secondary School in the Volta region and figure out what is happening. Yanko Chito Secondary School. The Yanko Nania John Mahama by His Excellency. As I said, the news breaking news just said secondary schools ni nara enuane asa oho. Emma, a member of the educational committee, Dr. Clement Park, and nama watching enuane Emma schools ni na. Asɛm way asɛm papa. Meanwhile, ye can free education asɛm wo meimu ha. Edi na ekoso nso wo Chito ho.
The driver came to offload these goods here. Contracted this taxi driver. This is the car number. This is the car number.
Clement Park, a distributing Niano. Almost between Niani Pico. Can you imagine? Getting tomatoes and where go on them. We almost Kwaku Annan. Sir, 10 tomatoes. We Clement Park eaching John Dramani Mahama administration. I instructed say young face and Nianenko. Ne student into me near Dianino. There be any Pacobi between me and any superior de Kwaku Annan. Kwaku Annan. Where we are say which of the world that's waiting me? My example, which world? Even here in Africa, I'm put a bit me possible. Nigeria, me Zimbabwe, me South Africa, me no, South Africa, me Togo, me Burkina, Ivory, me but where a baby we are seeing near be London, Germany, France, Italy, United States, where the Amsterdam, the Netherlands, Adriania de man crowd. Adriano de man crowd. Mrs. Owusu, one and now London or Mobeti highway. No school cassia, Omuyin, principal, there and we are near school for Bedion. Who do you call him? Obia sending message or say Benz Bronzy or say Africans are not poor. What Africans suffer from is just one thinking. But then look at our music, always dancing. No classical music, no opera music, just why atopa music and noise. Bronzy, you do all. And Jimmy oh, and Kwasasem. Wuti yen nyumuswa radio TV enuma yebo na contaminated ya say bibia yem kra omunyine ene enkra ne betimi ato sanum we me ne omienu ye ma no betimi ato sanum we within a split of a lyrics no de doma no say keke enuma me ne omienu ye ntumi nto de doma no say keke so ni na ya thinking on think me lecturer say think and I'm mean kind of local one think yen really think nyejuma. It does appear there is this concerted effort by some elements in the political sphere with mischief and propaganda to lower the morale of the oral team. But interesting enough though, some of these elements understand the mandates and the roadmap of the team. In the political circles, I had to say, say I oral team near do my banner, and you say lower the morale of the oral team. Listen, the word is not oral. The L no, you fade the L, it's oral. It's a security term, it's oral. But Ubetis will be because it's here oral. I know mini anam no mo kasa and member but so we mini anam omo the LNP no LNP you fade the L akwa say nipa bia ye kana na say no President John Dramani Mahama oral team ni die kwan bia so no yemu no just last Saturday me tie program bi joy news file na attach ya kotra news file ma me specific na attach ya kotra news file attach ya o a renowned lawyer, a member of the legal luminary, Wakotna Joy news far and the war rubbish the oral team. Nam say Atacha. Knowing Atacha who he is, no, come on, man. They need the how no warriors and some anyway. Just as Atacha said in 2007, is it 2002 or where? Say, the only way on meeting me win elections say young cotton time dead bodies, me and 4 months to 20 one guy home. Yeah. A member of the oral team did that investigation. That's Raymond Archer. And they did program by a friend elections forensic. Samokaya. No TV neso. Say, I oral team no dear. Now a lawyer for am okay be crowd them when me one watching BBH say oral team no doesn't need any legislative instrument. It doesn't need any offense CI or LI. And it's just a common understanding for all of us to understand. Say, hey, you are with many whether you're members of the oral team or otherwise, we can also become oral team members. Why not? Why do you think we have a citizen arrest? And so the omo say, but within the NPP now, baby person must say team no. Ebe so tiasie enim adia oral team no e so mo beye. For example, this man understands why oral team is important in the sense that one more kinds anywhere lots of investigative bodies is true, but are you talking about why Yoko, Serious Fraud Office, CID, any wine? Oh, come on, as if you name the echo. NPP and a buy and a Mwamobeti, the office called Special Prosecutor Meboa, and a Mudi Martina Lamis Ben Kaiser Amidu Mudini Kusi, then you frustrated him so much. You see, and then of course, none made me say the Special Prosecutor became a nomenclature, period. But its effective performance there was not allowed to perform. And then Martin Ben Kaiser Amidu walk out of the door. And I'm the Kisi why frustrated him and also a ankonam. Akaso beto rim kwa. Na John Mahama ba. Na mebao Serious Fraud Officer na can say Momo investigative body. Why and na Akufo-Addo abreso obetime be jira say oba be investigative corruption be. How dare people speak like this? As if say you're drinking your juma. Yanteha. Akufo-Addo virtually almost exonerated all the people who have, some adverse findings against them. Akufo-Addo Nagasa Mabe King can report no near Boss Oyela a yira wo ho. First Sankro from example. Oh, that quantum of oil be a yira e boss. Akufo-Addo mama exonerate papa no. Moving pina yante minke biomunka. But within the NPP, people understand that yes, there's a need for us to have. It's John Mahama, I swear God, nobody tries to be undermining the oral team. Kwaku, I will take it up on you. And then ono or better joy or fan who dear say agenda be no mu you said you me hona measure. But me shade him say, show mama kwine. Emma walk kasa anyhow. A lawyer, he's a member of the legal luminary, well renowned. No what better okay, can someone to say. Now, who is John Mahama said we need your Oyana. All the investigative bodies of Ghana have been corrupted. All of them. I mean, John Mahama to be good in Nampo Preko. But within the NPP, some understand why the oral team must be allowed to operate. Benz Bronzy or say too much noise does not allow you to think. That's a fact. Sit down and listen to classical music and see how far you will think. Kruna and noise and kruna and noise. And no my year 2 or maybe na topanum kwa with DNA atopo dio atopanum kwa. And no my year 2 no one can just say Kwaku, okay, you are lying. And no my year 2 or maybe na noise. Udi atopo die and odie nkwa. Odie nkwa. See, I'm over celebrating my Valentine. Jesus Christ. The baby, Odi Ngwam. Mrs. Oza sent me a message. I'm going to read it. Abana will say, who is watching Ghana? We lack leadership. Pepper will say, this is long overdue. Good job. It goes on and on. Abana will say, maintenance syndrome is Ghana's problem. Or say, Chairman for 2028. Or say, good evening, senior. And now, Shah and so, Ozim, Yemra we so. We are learning this. We are learning something, and that this property we may be here at Cantonment. belongs to former Vice President Alhaji Muhammadu Bawumia and his wife Samira. Tonight, we want the former Vice President and his wife to come out and confirm this or deny. Say ne krana. Edan we isi cantonment wa. Edan we ami be yachum. Ye pese hu say edan a former Vice President Bawumia and ne yire Samira wo mo dia ananya ne kure. Ye pese hu. We know where it is now. Here. I will cantonment. Take a listen to this. Say eyenedia. God. Hey, in the coming days, and in the coming days, and hey, Kwaku, I haven't seen some before. Me see in the coming days, Safini Yasha Finase, January. Me see, yeah, proper crime. Now, tonight, we revealed one grand scheme in which electoral officers try hard to rig the just ended election 2024. Mami, you win, Electoral Commission officers. In the scheme of things, trying to rig election 2024. Adey, where's he? Where? Adey. Just a day, yeah, papa. Bonnie, Bonnie does. People are even now. I can see that people are investing in Bonnie. People are investing. Oh, Bonnie DM, Bonnie, and a periania nadro. And a periania nadro. And he pay invest to Bonnie. What do you want to see? What do you want to see? Well, Ozana make us say, shed ye course wo chito. Tomatoes, ye ria kwa 20. Me bo mami bidin or a gun in renown. This is Owusu or London. But was sending a message me. Or see me read it. Or say my answer to your question. Your question is, it can never happen at my workplace because we have suppliers for every food item and we receive delivery twice a week, which is checked and signed by members of staff. Mrs. Owusu or London. Some of the two news Kwaku kind from London. Schools ni nara in Miani de be na bibia e documented. And ye didn't any Kogu school on headmasters, headmistress. No munya chain Miani di. Now they ba kubi kura mentias and say John Mama memo mo cancels and say ye be school ni fresh no. Abate ye titifia ye omodrium hono enkwara ne mfa den emra ense kan kotokuro ne nsrada na omdi ko school dem offensive weapons me who beat that je Ghana pe in Africa omdi kwa den kotokuro I did do habem. Can you imagine na kwara ndi ko secondary e dan the trunk more dey ko how nkotokuro nkranti nsrada akase esi a bow and arrow nya be put you go school. That doesn't make sense to us. MZR, does it make sense? Minti bida nkotokuro akesi o aso nse kan nsrada nya aka ho so mo koye geometry so mo I don't know so mo ko nkusi hemu o senkranti hemu o. These children are to go and learn, yet part of the curriculum says so this are second kotokuro what they call school demo. And also for him, folks, break me bar. Ghana Speaks Extension. We are going to speak to somebody. After you be investigation, so quite fast. Bawumia's campaign took a nosedive in Ashanti region, courtesy Wontumi. Quite bad sooner, yeah. The former Deputy Minister for Foreign Affairs, Kwaku Annan, Sapon, took $3,000 or the year day. Emra House. I really understand why some people still think Bawumia is not a corrupt person. Okay. Okay. What drain on here, Zana? Okay. Bawumia is not a corrupt person. Okay. George Nabafo and Ode we a buyer. Okay. Shahan say Kwaku, this house is not for Bawumia. The EC video is not true at all. Yabua nkoko no di free buyer. Uma me prove bia yebisa a question. I am Francis Holy. I say please NPP people think that Ghana belongs to them and or they buy. Hi Kwaku, can I know the president who built the abandoned presidential palace in Kumasi shown on your program? Eyomani if you. Good evening. Name. Kwaku Sapato. More fire. Ooh. What is I say? I don't know what I say. I almost cried when I understood why Trump didn't invite any African leader at his inauguration. Really, now at a press conference held in Washington at the White House, Trump made profound statement against African leaders. President Donald Trump also explains his statement against Africans. If after 50 years of independence, you have not built the necessary infrastructure for your people, are you human? Donald question. Also, if you sit on gold, diamonds, oil, uranium, iron, copper, silver, magnesium, crude oil, gas, if your people die of hunger, also your people die without health, hunger, and nothing to live on, with terrible education, do you feel human? Donald Trump say, if you stay in power, you buy weapons abroad to kill your own citizens. Are you human? Let's say Trump can't answer my own. Okay, good one. And yeah, bad. Say Trump can't. We also say democracy is a weapon created by the whites for politicians to steal, destroy their people. For us to continue to protect democracy, then we need to rewrite our constitution such as that it will not favor any politician. Yalboatin Isaac Kumase no different by him. We all say we live in a nice country with beautiful noises. Oh, my motherland, Ghana, is sinking from Dixon, Abeka, Abokobi, and all day about say. Well, say they should rather set a payroll for all citizens with birth set and Ghana card. The government can at least every month 200 Ghana cedis near the Amobi own. And also in your bad. We also say, hi Kwaku, so sad oh. Mimi, Django from Tabora and Ode Ebae. We all say, in fact, also God has really punished this wicked and evil party called NPP for sending them to opposition. They will surely be there for about 64 years. Amen and amen. Okay. Nadia. Chachina. Well, so good evening. I am Akila. I say I am not sure NPP will come back again. I don't know for sure. Now, folks, you know what? Welcome back to Ghana Speaks Extension, and in this edition, of course, we probe the exit of Etrie Nana Bafo Otietuo So Kokobeng the second. Yes, no, yeah, a lead member, Emma candidate Alhaji Muhammadu Bawumia in Ashanti region. Ebra. Na campaign ipo no mo launch na. He was the host of the program called the Bawumia Adansie. Program we how we yeah program no was a free hono until just ye probi and you who say sana program ye twa program no so a Wontumi TV no so no ade ma ye cancel program no was because of this. MC Amonfa sa picture nemreme. The host of this show Osansi Ohinpon wo Kumasi wo. Now, I did call two Jano, again or the two Jan. Let's watch this picture. We need lead to the cancellation of the program. Can I have the picture quickly? Now, I feel me one an hour, man, see, be didn't come in a jiffy. Can I have the picture, MCR, or Muni? Sorry? Good. I'm going to tell me now. I'm going to tell you how Wontumi also again got the program suspended, and then we'll also find out why a former deputy foreign affairs minister Kwaku Annan also took $3,000 from this gentleman. Now, Ebro G Sikano. Now, this is the picture. The host of the program, at the picture way, at from him, and one or they took from him. No, then they said no. They have to shut the program down. Meanwhile, I want to meet TV. So, want to mean so to come say, oh, promote Bawumia campaign. So, why the host of the show, Nana Bafo Otietuo So Kokobeng the second, should suffer for this? Now, Enunechino, I'm pretum Ekojini Sika $3,000. And what ye video be the come and pretum, and I'm pretum boy, and they say, Womunche ye na de bay. Etinkuri asamo beba. Speak to the former host of the Bawumia Adansie. Etrie Nana Bafo Otietuo So Kokobeng the second. Now before no, Mami Nana Kokobeng Owo in his full regalia. Let's watch this picture. Ono si hono. Ono te hono. When you ni part wa etwie nana bafo oti etuoso Kokoben the second onini. Now, my young Kwahman so ne etuo hine etuo nana enkokodi enkomoni mbisa nse de na eko. Nana Kokoben memwadwo.
Kwaku me jusoku.
Now what to say the mu clear pa o.
Bula adama adomne umpa bonti kwaku me hoye pa.
Umo na ma feel pa.
Kwaku me to kwaku.
Good.
To kana ate.
Ane. Na media me na minimize woni akuntu na mfe say wono no bia wakwa kwhwemu US honom ne ade. But then until say no me year 1 2 3 checks be rounded up me who say no. Program no any from him for quite some time, all the way till say 2024 elections. No, pick it full flight. Still, ne mean to one campaign. But we do know, say, your program no was the programmer in the whole of Ashanti region. It take a full flight before campaign was launched officially. First of all, confirm say one and now we are the host of the Bawumia Adanse Wontumi TV. Confirm or deny?
Dedi Kame na me host of the Bawumia Adanse.
Good.
And me started the Bawumia Adanse year 3rd February 2021.
Hey.
Immediately after 2020 election, 3rd February 2021, and I'm starting the Bawumia Adanse. Wontumi TV, and Wontumi radio. The Kwaku Ayamia. Let me also say something. We are into no catcher, we say. Bawumia campaign team, the patcho, if you are not in Bawumia campaign team.
Okay.
Adaroma.
Good.
Not in count.
Good.
So we now be Bawumia to say, Nami come campaign team, Nami yet.
No, before one may come back, when I would take a lead before more launching officially, if I'm right.
I don't know mama date, you know. And I'm saying, 3rd February 2021, not the Bawumia po, not on not just on the NPP.
Minim say what shall say free titio. No, I have no idea. Wow. This is serious, is it not? Now, Nana, I feel me entias from 2021, 22, 23, 24. How many years ni? Ebane saying and I feel the one coca campaign, the main campaign, and then two, why your program was removed or suspended from the Wontumi TV. Tell us the story.
The Kwaku story is that. I don't understand the program. I think it's 23rd May 2021.
Good.
And maybe fly a bit to me soon is for say. Me actually also vote for Bawumia and get Napo free. It's a sort of I also say a befa. And I'm a detour. Maybe two screen is so bad. And I'm who say, I'm on MCR, Emma, my friends, make off. Make off saying, because that time I was still doing the show. So I quickly have to listen to them and then straight to me call off. Me call off, and Chairman Wontumi, me their friend Andy. Andy, a Boadu studio. I didn't even know that he was there. I was so Boadu, and I was, and then I'm my head. And I'm saying my head. And I'm there, and I'm got to solo. Meaning, a candidate, presidential candidate, you know. And I'm sending you presidential running mate. Now then, I didn't know what I'm saying. Abu Paul said, Chairman Wontumi, meaning 24, as I pronounce it. Do I care about those who are coming? Maybe hear me show, and this is my content. As to whether fair will be better, so be mano. Do I care? It is just that the guy became so annoyed. And I was okay. Tadia, maybe show because I was about to close. It's a video show to be in. Some of us are paid. The name at the end of my end. Because could there be a very show piano? Or my name, I feel your father on the cafe. Name show no say NPP partner.
Hey,
it's me night. And the guy, it's only what happened.
Are you sure?
After pop, I think it's November. And I'm the one some friend they can tell me. They said, yeah, Bawumia Abeya Pragbera. It's And the time you show me. Before I die, we died and it's about me.
Oh, the program was suspended. The program was earlier suspended.
Earlier suspended. Wow. And I'm the Marcos telling me very in a major mail. Major mail, so immediately they suspended the program. I went straight to Dr. Bawumia and I told Dr. Doc, this is what has happened. Your guys have asked me to stop the program, so I've stopped. So in fact, now I had Dr. Kakra, but seven to Kwaku. Since you must send Dr. Bawumia the entry, a hand of crowd, at the end of it. It's a program. What did I be here at my own to know, Dr. Bawumia? And I Dr. Ripim, I don't know where you showed them every so. And I mean, the chairman, the common wire, right there, he decided to call the general manager of Wontumi TV. He even called the guy that didn't pick. I don't know what happened. And the panelists spoke and they told me, it's okay, fine, I cannot go back. I said, okay, fine. Because I was like, me personally, me pay them about me.
Very.
Me no me pay NPP, no. Me Bawumia me pay them all. Me be doing it. Me no politics. And because I love Bawumia, and me to me my man. It's a program, and maybe Bawumia one dance here, maybe NPP one dance here. No, I can't do that.
I see.
It's a program where you are going to say, Map Yanafa. Kwaku, I think you will say, I'm saying another dance Kwaku for the woman. Near Francophobia became mafia. Who did say Dr. Bawumia to call the officer? You were a mafia, one.
Hey,
what would the say be our Bawumia office? A
mafias. No more administration.
Bawumia office.
Really?
I know them say, and come here program Thursday, 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock p.m. Don't say, Miracle Boadu. And also, I think I'll introducing the program, we have a friend, new chapter. Not Sabreno. I also got picking 8 o'clock to 9. Kwaku, 8 o'clock to 9, I mean, time. Because now I'm going to say something because I'm a fair party.
Wow.
And I open like a body of the first time. And on the end of it. And I'm water, because I'm not going to grab him out from a group. Bawumia on them. A bad thing. So the penetration. If you told them who's the Bawumia, Dr. Bawumia said, or some of them, with this class of people, well, I mean, I'm not the prophet of doom. I don't know.
Na mami mi sa sama asemi twetwema so che nana ebra enioma ekosa no na Wontumi at that time na ono na ne candidate anasa ne preference and ne choice as to say na Bawumia na omohwehwema na ba na say why no because then ne ye flag bearer kura before flag bearer kura no be any when people say Bawumia na no mpese omde ne ba except say napo na ye nim but no be any say flag bearer and the vice president. And the boss Abugano in between the time of the transmission of the program. Who then Wontumi was yearning for?
Mr. Kwaku, to be very fair, Chairman Wontumi, you be now up about me.
Okay.
Chairman Wontumi, now you be now up about me. But me need very acquire Bawumia don't know everything. Because we didn't break one, but we are done. Then I know Katay. Any patrimony never friend.
No, quite.
As I tell my own to me, so that's super about me after my million and the minimum. In the between any patrimony. Good.
Let's say, you bet me, as you said, reason my program was cut off at a point was also because of Udin Napo, Ebe Atachi Bawumia, correct?
Exactly.
Great. Now, would it be surprised to you yourself finally now to see say the elders of NPP, the top brass of NPP finally nailed on Napo attaching Bawumia to go for 2024 elections? What do you make of this, Nana?
Minia, to be very honest with you, Dr. Bawumia and Atami Mbabo.
Oh.
Kwaku, you can't see how far Mbabo customer. Unipa na some ya me bopo we ase any Dr. Bawumia. Because any person can no one e uhuma no Bawumia no. What one woman? It's Bawumia Tenia. Kwaku Annan yao makumem. If it's a deep Bawumia, what deep Bawumia? Bawumia wo. NPP for penny quality and deep Bawumia. Bawumia who? I am super Bawumia. Hey Bawumia, what are you doing? Bawumia and more no. Bawumia wo. Not some yummy Dr. Bawumia, not some yummy ya. What that? What that? I'm moving at me, and the person, Bawumia, to one name, Nimunyame. What would they have brought some pay? One more Bawumia, a fire from some Emma Bawumia.
Wow. Wow. This is serious.
It is our thing of a back, Yemoa. I am straight. Now, also, Bawumia, killing him softly. But this man cannot see. He has the eye, he can't see. He has ear, he can't see.
Now, so what share? One person who born in, for example, like Miracles. Miracles later became a close ally to Bawumia, all up to say, yeah, they call elections. Minim say, as a journalist, impact Ben soon often say the likes of Miracles also made on Bawumia's campaign output.
The Miracle near to then. I don't know position so they're communicating director about Bawumia campaign.
Yes. Yeah.
No, I'm communicating here because I saw any committee that fit me debate. And then one.
Aye.
I know I'm not an MP. And I DC.
Yes, of course, one of the MC.
Yeah, Pamona.
Oh, really?
No, I could follow one Pamona. When it comes to development, Kwaku stop this diabolic because I know you.
Yay. That's right. And what?
Bawumia fear now or one. If this is not one of the account, move this rubber, and move this rubber. It's a big mafia. I'm a bit at the end of the
just a swab banana or motis abrino. Then I could copy.
Kwaku, I will not say a swab. I am a soup. And Mamma Jerusalem, I am a soup. Bawumia will need or what a Kwaku. Dr. Bawumia will need or what yet. That's not the
I see. I feel Yemna one side of the issue, and it's here pick here say former deputy foreign affairs first minister Kwaku Annan no so no ho ebeye den o wakwa mu a $3,000 eye ne kre ana nya ne kre says kan omo de ye den
Kwaku wadaroma akabe tinya from abo apichum ona be train ori kan ko ye
ya insen kan ntina my announcement say so tie en kan obi ni
the boye ni tani bro bi enta no
ye ntine
what Kwaku mi se o se wa from apichum na wanfa
ye my friend line nko ntine e fi say bia obi betimi ama ye nya access to another link ne line nko
akakoya no obuta ko no na Kwaku die na fi November no 2024 years. And I'm here saying me call you. Kwaku me na here me ya tell me ko me doctor wo Germany. But we have a document here na me here thank God. I my deputy deputy minister of finance. Deputy minister of foreign affairs.
Yeah.
And as I been also na the minister na kasa now pray. Post view of you know. Now what preaching now? All about on best there. Honorable. It's a time too quiet. According to 7 days. The main letter had the video to the document in this one.
Okay.
Kwaku Onyankopon. Kwaku so Onyankopon. Ono bi oni bi afẹ man. Ampritum. Honorable Ampritum. Former deputy minister for foreign affairs. MP Fasate Mapo. So what see? Oniminyame. Now one can't hear me. I'm our friend will be a friend of Michael. I'm an office. I'm preaching say boy nim charge me. Boy ni busa I'm preaching say me charging na our office. I say or charging me $3,000.
No,
$3,000.
Wait.
And that's what the letter I did not to
stop. This is serious allegation. Now, sir, friends, I'm pretending with this uncle. No, this onim se wo and a wutu sa na mo onim se wo ye adwuma say de ma owura Bawumia enim ni all of that. And I say no mo treat you say we are sub you mu we are bontini su bia sabi ono ba be visa racketeer ni me bisa which is which one and I win
meaning honorable opportunity way back president before time any president before time now no president you know ni deputy chief of staff we friend honorable Ankama no fi me constituency wawu honorable Ankama na down for ni honorable Ampichu and na me yan special aid ama honorable Ankama eti no me no any Ampichu ye nam ye didi ye bibia bom e wo office of the president for administration but I'm not Debbie, right? Yeah. And I know everything I'm talking about. And honorable Ampichu so ni send make e yampa so ni mi ake Kwaku Annan na minimum Ampichu.
I see.
And then minimum Ampichu. And then second, I'm saying no Ampichu add me to so ni mi ake 2,000. He knows, he said it. Kwaku, and then minimum Ampichu. It's all them to come no only me. And I Kwaku, me free the office. And I'm a compare $3,000, you know. And I'm Michael, no. The Michael boy, you know, a king scam. And I made me call it. Well, me call Mama me did to send me submission of document. Then a day before the morning, you know. No, one my boy and my friend say, "Hi, me call me tell you have the safi." Moreover, you told me to me have $3,000 here. Think you have the safi here.
How?
Then you and Pichum, a disgraced person like Ampichu, have the nerve to tell me say I cannot dare him, and I say I'm not put down. I can't tell you. I wouldn't remember I put them till 1 year for Satanayana. The man wants for bullshit. What do you care about them? And I send him a message. Me more be fear. I was anti-mampo. Now me make me 3,000. I want you to read it. I'm sending you the document. Read it. No be NPP. And I'm calling the fear was anti-mampo. When I was going there, no, I'm a chaplain. You run the whole while. You play Ghana to come baby. The mama say, me consider a very $3,000 also one put down. The very $3,000. I want my dollars. I want to first come. Why you give me money in your room? Who do you tell me in this car? Why are you giving me money in your room? Kwaku, you are telling me this is allegation. Friend Butano. And I'm saying, Kwaku, me to the gate, you know, bam, and I'm a PA. And I can tell them, oh, you are joking. I will not take CDs from you. I'll take my dollars. I'll take me Bonyame. You give me my dollars. I won't take CDs. I haven't said this CDs. I don't remember how bad to me. But even if some opportunity waiting here, that party not subsidy, that political party I'm preaching more. Then you could be actually no mayor minister, no more maybe. No one more maybe. What's the activity?
Hey, who power?
But who is allegation? Friend,
message be you intercept here. Then my main
read the money.
Good morning, Nana Bright. I refer to your video message and my telephone call to you. Just to recap, that I am at my constituency Mampon, just 30 minutes drive from your base at Agona. I have money ready with me for collection. I would be here till Saturday when I will go to Accra and return again to Mampon till after 7 December. Will be available for the refund of the US $3K, that's $3,000 in working. You gave Michael to facilitate the Spanish visa, which processes you aren't comfortable as per your video. I have offered to pay the money because introduce Michael to help you when you came for assistance. I don't want to put him in any distress or difficult situation. Hence, me coming in to pay you the money and he can later retrieve it from the guys. For me, I don't have any difficulty at all settling you, but I must go on record that I am very disappointed in you to make a video which can go anywhere, and in its issue threats and accusations, and in reducing me to the lowest of lowest as possible accomplice to an quote imagine fraud against you. Or say, Holy Moses, this world has characters. You bright Botwe DVLA manager at Agona Ashanti doing this to me. God forgive you. Hey, Nampachon, when I trust our message, confirm for.
And so Kaunyano Nabutano, I'm preaching that from me. No, for some of what I'm going to do to a pretum. And I'm going to deal with him.
Maybe so. International says, sir, 3,000 a visa fee, and I say, we will charge you Shenzhen or Sitiaka. Which one do you know of?
Let me send me message. I can't tell me that message way. After I have paid, what could you have you? After or no, I'm presume like I tell me say me just have 3,000 India. Bibia will go through. Let's tell you, me a day before no attack at me, could you have the Safi to Kwaku when you have the Safi? I'm presume the means Capon. Now, you would be a union. I want better parties ready.
And this is what is going on in NPP at that time. And I'm passing Sikan Utiaman, we know later or a refund dollars in Edemao.
I know make us say, let me call on. On my cities, and I may money.
Oh, what the dollars in the coin on my cities in return?
Well, maybe the dollars in the coin who some person booming to make what you need to come. I'm a coin of open message here reading. Yeah, see me run the wall, my pona making
exactly.
It's a call my pon. Me Kwaku get dollars no be a money or bomb this yana. The choir, I said I'm cities. But Kwaku don't forget say. Cities, you know. What you say? It's the other my pon crab do a crown or not difference of them. What I say? It's what you. It's my new. I don't be call it. Me tell me dollars. Because cities in the Kwaku me get on the constitution and lose $1,000. Now them compare the short to and the more obiana. The Mobiana. It's the man in the coin. After the coin, I'm sending message on the Boadu. Many know. I thought Kajan or dead. It's a message, or sending the 14th November 2024.
Yeah.
Also, or dead. Hey, and I'm the matter. Mr. Busano, or no, many this year, or Busano, Pretuna. Many this Lawson TV. Also, of course, on the probably are the board here. To come 4 videos to make the pop presume
Debbie.
Debbie say.
Yes, Debbie.
What are you to do?
Debbie.
I said, no, Johnny.
Debbie. But very sad to read this message we may pick here, not just say, honorable and presume, and a D said to me. Kokobe enti no wo hwe dia finally me no be wie no afiyen kan yemi nyansie ni say there are two NPP as per this obi kan asem the say this apocalyptic defeat we especially in Ashanti regional the NPP base and they lost considerable huge margin of seats in Asefo. Nana Uhuni said, what do you make of that? In the seats in Ashanti region they lost.
No me no nyame die tuamuka onyame na tuabibika. Because I presume the way the and no one. No, I'm not happy before 24 no, and they didn't go for the Ayakatia, the first one, your mom. No money, no man. Before no man, what money? How defeat way, no me defeat. No me.
Good. A football ban out be to Amanyoku, NPP, or whoever, as far as in BTC, because a very disturbing, very grievous.
A football, the debate to be honest. Ghana man Penny John Mani Mahama. Na Daroma. Oni na swafo ne nkasa fe. Wo mo party for pa wo mo wa. Wo mo mobo. Na nyo bia na obenya position. It is a wo konya position. Na wo nya konya position ni bia. Wo ye NPP ni a, wo ye NDC ni a, wo nya ne mopo. Wo ne mopo. Eni ni sika wa ya bia ma no. Wo ne mopo. NPP no wa ko school to send minister. Who ya na ya nyanibi. Oba Unibobo, President John Dramani Mahama say, on catching the tip for say, woman who was we are no more. Now, in Samuel Bro for woman the Bella fascinating.
Good one. Nana Kokomi, you better was a pan major mwako na you better touch base on other issues na yede ni omezo. Yede was passing in Brunia quite a man. Yedi nkomo. Great one. A tree Nana bar for Otie Tuso Kokobin the second. I caneno. One Nana Udi Chairman Massa programming. Folks, INSMP, a lot of issues coming on the frontline show in the coming days. Folks, Yankopon Yadma Friday, something is coming. Something horror ever on Friday. Now, so good evening to you, Kwaku. And Happy New Year watching you. Is excited and seeing burning sensationalism. I told me sensationalism with regards to trending issues. This phenomenon over the years has become an albatross on our neck and stumbling blocks to our success as a nation. That need to be addressed urgently. Over the years, politicians have dissipated the goodwill to them by the electorate leaders. We treat you to focus on majoritarian successes and achievement rather than few serving. PK. Oh boy. Kwaku, if known person be treated this way, what happened to the unknown people? Your guess is as good as mine.